What's up, fam? Hope everybody's doing well out there. So tonight I've got another premium Kizer for you guys. So this is, again, thanks to the Lefty Pass Around. So I really appreciate him for that. Awesome group of guys. And yeah, make sure you go show him some love. So this is the Kizer Beyond. There is your designer. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm not going to butcher the name. So S35 and titanium. You guys know what comes in a Kizer box. We're not going to waste time with that. We're going to jump straight into the knife here. So cool looking knife. We've got some interesting lines to it. There you can see just the really nice kind of blasted titanium. Very angular looking knife. You've got some just some interesting lines. Everything feels fairly chamfered off. I don't feel anything major going on. Looks like we've got a little bit of some rash there. Yeah, it looks like we've got potentially some rash from being dropped. But no worries. It's not going to affect much on the knife. Really nice, substantial lanyard hole. You've got a 50%, 50%, I guess, or 3/4 inch, 3/4 length backspacer there. You've got some jimping on that backspacer. Fairly thin knife. Perfectly centered. We've got T8 hardware all the way around, and you've got no screws on this side, so everything passes through. You've got a non-reversible pocket clip, titanium, very thin, very slim pocket clip. Pretty good retention on that. Really interesting looking lock bar. Kind of again, just that really angular look to everything. Do have an over travel stop, it looks like, on the inside there. You can see that poking through. Or is that part of the blade? Let's see. Nope. So yeah, so you got an over travel there. Yep, you got an over travel stop. Pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our hardware. So all T8 hardware again. Fantastic job on that side. Got just a little bit of wiggle there. And on our pocket clip, again, just a little bit of wiggle. Nothing major. Let's go ahead and flick the bean here, take a look at the blade itself. Beautiful Tanto blade. Really nice. Blade hole / fuller going on there. You got your Kizer logo, S35VN. You have a belt satin, and looks like it is going in the same direction. Yep, so it's all belt satin going straight. Your flats are going in the same direction. There you have the knife name and the designer's logo. Again, as typical with Kizer, fantastic looking stuff here. Good looking grinds. Everything looks great. Our tip is a little off. You can see that they're not terrible. It's a little off to the show side, but that's not too terribly bad. There you can kind of see that little bit of a longer grind. Yeah, so there you can see the grind differences on this side. Looks like you got a little more of a shallow grind there on the show side. Not too shabby though, not too shabby at all. Let's go ahead and back out. Blade feels good. S35VN, as we discussed. Now there is the full look of the knife. So this is one that I personally do not care for the looks of, but that is the only thing I don't like about this knife. Aesthetically, it does not do anything for me, but I'm here to tell you guys, when you put this thing in your hand, it just makes sense. This thing fits the hand like a glove. I mean, it is just, it melts. Every little aspect just makes sense when you put this thing in your hand. It's contoured in the right spots. It's got the right cutouts in the right places. Pocket clip might as well not even be there. The way they did the backspacer, how they put the lanyard hole there, it fills the hand nicely. Jimping is, I mean, take it or leave it. It's not very functional, but quite honestly, you don't really need it on this knife, just because your hand is pretty well locked in there. for me, if you're going to have it, it needs to be functional. So a slight miss there, but that's not a deal breaker. Action on this thing is just scary good. I mean, like, just guillotine level. I mean, golly. Yeah, Kizer absolutely knocked this out of the park. And from what I've seen, from looking at it, when Lefty first got it, like, this is how it came out of the box. Like, this has not been messed with or modified in any way, not been oiled, not been anything. This thing is just this good right out of the box. Where the blade stop hits your thumb right in the right spot, so you can, if you come up right here, I mean, that blade stop hits your thumb, get your thumb out of the way, rotate the knife down, and it just shuts. This is one that will bite you if you're not careful, just because that blade comes down so fast. Honestly, if it were my knife, I would probably put a heavier pivot lube in it just to slow that down a little bit. But as it sits, that thing is just, it's nice. Detent's tuned perfectly. You can, let's see, I know I can. I did it before. Yeah, it's not wanting to let me slow roll it, but you do have plenty of access to get in there and slow roll. Like I said, for me, it's, there we go. So for me, it's a little difficult. Like I said, I have limited mobility with that thumb, but I mean, you can kind of, very crispy detent. This detent reminds me of my Kayamano, the Mangana steel knife that Kizer did for Sharif. It's got the same kind of a clicky, very, very clicky detent. I mean, just super good detent. And the way that blade hole just is the perfect, it's just a perfect blade hole. I really don't have anything bad to say about the knife other than I don't like the looks of it, and that's objective. So I try not to put too much of that into the decisions behind the knife. I objectively do not like the looks of it, but quite honestly, after holding it and getting it in the hand, that would not stop me from buying this knife. A really, really well done, well designed knife, extremely well executed. Just like I said, it's just one of those things where it looks ridiculous, like it would just, there's no way this thing would be comfortable. But you get it in the hand and it is, golly, it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. So all of the reports on this thing that have talked and sing its praises are true, 100%. So fantastic knife. A little bit of info on it. So you are 3.35 inch blade, so a little over 3.25 inch blade. Right at 8 inches, so 7.9 inches overall. These things run $169 giggity, so $170. We'll get these things on sale eventually. This is a 2024 release, so it's gonna be a little bit before you see them go on sale, or you might see them like with a 10 or 15% off at some point. But if it's something that you're interested in, give it a little bit of time. Just like all Kizers, it will eventually go on sale, and when it does, it's going to be a steal for what you're getting. Kizer's premium knives, when they go on sale, are just absolutely stunning. Amazing value. The knife isn't terribly lightweight. It does have a little bit of heft thanks to that massive backspacer. So we're looking at 3.6, 3.7 ounces. So again, I guess it's just that backspacer in the back there makes it feel a little heavier towards the back end. Kind of gives it a little bit of balance, though, if I'm honest. Fantastic job on this knife all around. I'm not sure who the designer is. Like I said, I can't pronounce the name. I don't think I've seen any other stuff from him before. It's not something I do. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to certain designers. There's a few that I watch, but there's one of those things where I just pay more attention to the knife. If I like the knife, then I go after it. But this is one that you'll probably want to watch. So just keep an eye out on this guy's. This guy's going to end up doing some really awesome stuff if he hasn't done it already. So That's it, guys. I appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know what you think on this thing down below. Is this something that you are interested in? Is this one that you've been looking at? Let me know if you plan on buying one. I'll be interested in knowing your thoughts on it. So I appreciate y'all. As always, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the algorithm. And as always, most importantly, be kind, be humble, be EDC. Y'all take care.